If you're new to photography and maybe watched a few tutorials or videos, you may have come across the term clipping. When a photographer talks about clipping their highlights, they're basically saying that they've lost detail in the brightest parts of their photograph. So if you get your settings slightly out and the highlights look white, you might be able to play around with the settings when editing and bring some of the details in that part of the image back. But if you have clipped your highlights, no detail will be saved in that part of the image whatsoever. No matter how much you change your exposure or highlight slider, it will stay empty. So you can see in these two examples, with the one on the left, there is plenty of details in the highlights and you can clearly make out the clouds. Now with the image on the right, it's been clipped, and even though I've brought the exposure down in Lightroom, no data was saved in the highlights and you can't see most of the clouds that were there in the sky at the time that I took the photograph. Now imagine a scale of detail from the darkest parts to the brightest parts. If you overexpose, those highlight details will be clipped off the end and lost forever. But just know when someone says that the highlights have been clipped, they mean that they've lost detail in the brightest parts of their photo or the photo they're commenting on. Now, if you like this video and want to see more, click here next. Or if you're a binge watcher like me, click down here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for 2 videos a week on everything photography. I'll see you next time.